We have a couple of cars getting together over there in turn 3.
And 3 deep over there.
About 4 of them, in fact. One getting up off the ground a little bit. Red flag has come out. We're going to take a look at it on instant replay and see if we can tell what happened. The black color or purple colored car there gets together with the 8, looks like. And car almost flipped over. Oh, goodness. What an impact. Tough break for those 2 drivers, and a couple more cars getting together. They're trying to avoid it. Okay, the white flag comes back out. We should get green flag next time by the stripe. And once again, enjoy the NAMARS Midgets.
Coming away with the win.
The track looks to be in a really good shape tonight. Well, Jim Hester, your first heat race winner. Jim, also the fast qualifier, is looking to make a clean sweep tonight. They're also ready to roll out that second heat. On the pole will be the number 6. Bringing them around, the yellow number 6 Mike Cox, outside him Carl Olsen, 7K car. Number 11 Jerry McPherson, number 10 Mike Scholar right behind him. Fastest qualifier of this bunch, Mel Kinney, number 61 back there, the yellow 61, trying to work his way forward. Judging on his qualifying, he'll be able to get up there pretty quickly.
8 laps the distance. Cox and Olsen bring him around.
Number 11 here. certainly okay. They were certainly the show. Right now, the yellow 26 car, Todd Sears, in 4th place, our last transfer spot.
All right, here we go. NASCAR Winston Race Series Limited Sportsman Fast Car Dash up first. White flag has been getting. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe, and this is how your lineup will go. Randy Sword and Dave Ritchie Jr., Jamie Hunt and Ray Muncie, your 4 cars, 4 laps, the fast car dash from Limited Sportsman.
Randy Sword, Dave Ritchie Jr., Jamie Hunt, and Ray Muncie ready to do battle.
Green flag comes out and we are racing. And Ray Muncie losing it over there in turn 3 all by himself. Caution comes out. White flag back out. Complete restart. No laps complete.
4 laps. We'll try it again.
And through the turn 1 and 2 area, side by side. Randy Sword on the inside. Dave Ritchie on the outside. Jamie Hunt right there in the 3rd position. Ray Muncie dropping a little bit back off the pace in the 1 machine. Now Randy Sword takes over the point position as Dave Ritchie slips back just a little bit. Jamie Hunt right there on the inside. It's Dave Ritchie running in that 3rd position just behind the Jamie Hunt machine. Now he pulls up to the side of it as we get the white flag for your leader, Randy Sword. And your winner, car number 08, Randy Sword. Randy Sword, your winner of the Limited Sportsman Fast Car Dash. Heat race number 1 for the Limited Sportsman up now. And they will line up this way as soon as the camera gets in here close enough so I can tell what the car numbers are. That is the 97 car. I don't have a name for that driver. Try to have it by feature time. Then the 35, Tom Idle. 66, Paul Baker Jr. 9, David Greeno. 31, Jim Hersey. 61, Mark Jordan. 7, Bubby Scott. 27, first time out for this car and this driver for this year, Jim McCauley. The 51 of Sam Spadero. And the 42 of Rob Martin. White flag has been shown. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Is the 97 machine. Paul Baker Jr. now running 2nd. Tom Idle slips back to that 3rd position. Baker Jr. now looking to the inside of the white 97 down the back straightaway. 97 car slips wide and Paul Baker Jr. takes over the lead. Tom Idle running 2nd. David Greeno now runs 3rd as the 97 continues to slip backwards on that high line. Paul Baker Jr., car number 66, your leader. Tom Idle, David Greeno, Bubby Scott. probably some fuel leaking out. Problems for Baker Jr. as he slips a little bit in turns 1 and 2 area. Bubby Scott now your leader. Baker Jr. back to second, and Tom Idle running third. White flag, 1 lap to go for your new leader, car number 7, Bubby Scott. David Greeno spins there over in turn 1 after the checkered flag comes out. Your winner, car number 7, Bubby Scott. Race number 2 now for the sportsman. It's Mark Matthews and Rob Martin in the 42 machine. The 10 of Raleigh Hyder Jr. and the 21 of Steve Scott. 20 is Mike Brown and the 2 of Don Gregory Jr. 22 Donald Parsons and 45 John Strobel. Bob Gruball in the 5 machine out back, and I believe there's another car way out there. These cars hanging back to hopefully better their qualifying time. Evidently they weren't happy with their qualifying time, and they can lay back in the heat race and let the scorers know that they're going to do that, and they will get a new time. Green flag comes out, and we are racing. Second heat race for the Limited Sportsman. Coming around turn number 4 to complete lap number 1, your leader, car number 42, Rob Martin. Mark Matthews runs in second. The 21 of Steve Scott, third. Scott now looking to the high side of Matthews, down the front straightaway. And I have to admit that I'm wrong for the first time in a long time, ha ha ha. The 23 car is, of course, John Matthews. Mark Matthews drives the 90 street stock machine, but that's John Matthews in 23. Where was I? Mike Brown and Steve Scott battle for that third position behind the John Matthews machine in 23. Your leader is still the 42 of Rob Martin. Martin moving up from the street stock ranks from last year. Rob Martin still your leader. John Matthews and I believe that's Mike Brown running third, and Matthews spins down the front straightaway, bringing out a caution. John Matthews with a spin down the front straightaway, and also the 21 of Steve Scott stopped there over in 2, and that's actually what the yellow flag came out for. I didn't see Steve Scott do that, so John Matthews gets his spot back, since he really spun after the caution had already come out for the 21 of Steve Scott. Green flag back out, Rob Martin, John Matthews, and Mike Brown. Donald Parsons right there in the 22 machine, running in fourth. Rob Martin, your leader. John Matthews running second. The 20 of Mike Brown holding down that third position. Now Brown looks to the high side of Matthews through the turns 3 and 4 area. White flag comes out. 1 lap to go for your leader, car number 42, Rob Martin. And your winner, car number 42, Rob Martin.
Rob Martin with his second heat race victory of 1997. His car is sponsored by NAMARS, Pennington Auto Care, Martin Mineral Tank, Service Center, to the NCI 97.9 FM. Martin on 1995 on this year. That is street stock.
White flag comes out for the Super Late Model Fast Car Dash. This is how they're going to line up. Car number 86, Skip Thornton. Outside him, the 94, Robbie Dean. Then it's the 92 of Donnie Renner. And the 2 fast qualifier tonight, Bobby Boca. 4 cars, 4 laps, green flag, and we're racing. Skip Thornton, your leader. Robbie Dean running in second with Donnie Renner on the inside in third. Now side by side down the front straightaway. Dean on the outside, Renner on the inside. White flag, 1 lap to go for your leader, car number 86, Skip Thornton. Good side by side battle for second between Donnie Renner and Robbie Dean. Now Dean slips back just a little bit to that third position down the back straightaway. He'll battle back one last time. Your winner will be car number 86, Skip Thornton, Donnie Renner, and I'm not sure if Bobby Bo could beat out Robbie Dean for third or not. No, Robbie Dean gets third and Bobby Bo could fourth. Your winner, following up his feature win from last week, car number 86, Skip Thornton. White flag being shown for heat race number 2 for the Super Late Models. Ken White inside front row. Outside him is the 9 of Danny Eames. Inside second row, the 12 of Max Gribble and the 26 of Bill Cantley. Outside him, 16. I'm sorry, that's Ron Freebus outside. White flag being shown for heat race number 2 for the Super Late Models. Ken White inside front row. Outside him is the 9 of Danny Eames. Inside second row, the 12 of Max Gribble and the 26 of Bill Cantley. Outside him, 16. I'm sorry, that's Ron Freebus outside of the Ken White machine. 16 is Mike Simpson. The 18 of Tommy Simpson. We're getting ready to go. And Ron Freebus. Oh! And hard hit by the Tommy Simpson machine into the wall. Ron Freebus with a problem. The car breaking loose as he came through turn 4, and Tommy Simpson, with nowhere to go, collects the 90 of Ron Freebus and hard into the front stretch wall. Kevin Miller, car number 29, and the 90 of Ron Freebus.
And those drivers are okay. Not sure I've ever quite seen any harder impact in that. Look at the Miller car after it's
We're going to take a look at the instant replay. This is right as they started out. Watch the Ron Freebus machine. The front end drops down. The left front tire going down on the Freebus machine, and the contact with the Kevin Miller machine, hard impact into the wall. From the different angle, you see the Freebus machine tagging the wall after hitting the Tommy Simpson machine. Tough break, or excuse me, Kevin Miller machine. Tough break for Kevin Miller. I keep saying Tommy Simpson. It's the 29 of Kevin Miller. Tommy Simpson, of course, in the black 18 car. And that is one used up race car. That was a significant hit into the front stretch wall. So Kevin Miller definitely out of this event tonight in the 29 machine, as is Ron Freebus. All right, white flag has come out. We should get a green flag this time by the stripe, and the green flag flies. We are racing, taking over the point. Going into turns 1 and 2 is the 12 of Max Gribble Jr. as I adjust the audio at the same time. Suddenly it got really loud. Trying to control it here. Max Gribble Jr. still your leader. Max Gribble Jr. still your leader. Running second now is the 16 of Mike Simpson. Third belongs to the 26 of Bill Cantley. Now side by side for the lead. Matt Gribble on the inside. Mike Simpson on the outside. And now Mike Simpson, your leader. Gribble back to the second position. Bill Cantley holding down third, and fourth belongs to the 33 of Dean Fusco. Now Cantley looking to the high side of Matt Gribble through turns 3 and 4. Mike Simpson still your leader. Matt Gribble and Bill Cantley still battling for that second position, and Dean Fusco right there in the fourth position. From the Cantley machine now, as he went through turns 1 and 2 that time. A lot of smoke coming through turns 3 and 4. Cantley pulls to the high side and backs out of it, as there is a problem with the 26 machine. No problem with this car as Mike Simpson continues to lead this race, and the winner belongs to Mike Simpson, car number 16. Matt Gribble will finish second, and third will go to Dean Fusco. Number 2 for the late models. They'll line up this way. Don Wetnall, and outside of him, the 77 of Kenny Sward. That's the 47 of Larry Harris. 97 is Mike Holland. 06 is Kevin Herron, the 18 of Tommy Simpson, 23 is Jerry Jones, and the 99 of Jim Cruz. And the 7 of Mike Stacy.
99, Jim Cruz, and also car number 7, Mike Stacy.
Side by side into turns 1 and 2. Don Wetnall, slight advantage. They went across the stripe. That's Don Wetnall and Kenny Swart side by side for the lead. Don Wetnall, Kenny Swart still battling side by side for the lead. Running third is the 97 of Mike Collins. And the 47 of Larry Harris holding down that fourth position. And now Kenny Swart takes over that lead in the 77 machine, dropping the 81 of Don Wetnall back to second. But Wetnall right there on his back bumper. Second, we got a couple cars spinning over in turn 1. That's the 18 of Tommy Simpson. Looked like maybe Jim Cruz was also involved in that. 7 laps complete. Kenny Swart, Don Wetnall, Mike Collins, 1, 2, and 3. White flag for your leader, car number 77, Kenny Swart, Don Wetnall, Mike Collins, and Larry Harris, rounding out your top 4. And your winner will be car number 77, Kenny Swart. Moving into the street stock action now with the fast car dash. It'll be Bill Hundley and outside of Bubba Parsons, outside of him, Lonnie Sparsons and Lonnie Spires and Mike Schweier. So it's Bill Hundley, Bubba Parsons, Lonnie Spires, Mike Schweier, green flag. Bubba Parsons slips through turn 4. Mike Schweier gets underneath and around the Bill Hundley machine. Mike Schweier now your leader in the 43 car.
halfway. This time.
2 laps down, 2 laps to go for your leader, car number 43, Mike Schweier. Bill Hunley runs in second. Third is kind of a battle there between Bubba Parsons and Lonnie Spires. As Spires on the inside, Parsons on the outside. White flag, 1 lap to go for your leader, car number 43, Mike Schweier. Bill Hunley on down second, Bubba Parsons third. The battle for third between Lonnie Spires and Bubba Parsons. Your winner will be the 43 of Mike Schweier. Running second, Bill Hunley. And third, I believe, was Bubba Parsons, but I'm not real sure. Heat race number 1 for the street stocks, and they're going to line up this way. On the pole is the 35 car. Outside of him, 19, the 72. 10 of Russ Harper, the 18 of Bo Davis. 15 is Denver Weiss. 7, Tom Jones. 98, Dave McConaughey. And out back, car number 1, Marcy Hunt. Out there. Green flag comes out and we are racing. 35 car is John Mead. The 19. Oh, and the 35 of John Mead slides sideways. The 72 car also involved there, Jay Chilcote. Excuse me, I'll get that right. Chilcote. He gets back around. The 35 of John Mead gets around, and we're still racing. Car number 19, Danny Friend Jr. running in second. Your lead belongs to Russ Harper. Now Bo Davis gets underneath Danny Friend in the 19 car. Bo Davis now runs second. The 7 car, Tom Jones, holding down that third position. And we got a car spinning over there in turn 4. Can't quite tell who that is. And we got one very slow through turns 1 and 2. That's the 70 of Jay Chilcote. Russ Harper's still your leader, but here comes Bo Davis in the 18 machine. Russ Harper, Bo Davis, Tom Jones, and now Russ Harper pulls off the track over in turn 2. Your new leader is the 18 of Bo Davis. Car number 7, Tom Jones, running second. He looks to the high side, coming out of turn number 4. Little tap from Tom Jones. Bo Davis, your leader. Coming up on the lap traffic of Marcy Hunt in the 1 machine. White flag comes out. We will get the checker flag next time by the stripe. Bo Davis, Tom Jones, 1 and 2. And your winner is going to be Bo Davis. Finishing second will be the 1 of Tom Jones. After that, I don't know.
That's not right. Car 15, Denver Wise is fourth, and Marcy Hunt finishes fifth. Now, battling out the winner is Beauregard Davis.
All right, before we continue with the street stock heat races, we're going to have the NAMARS Midget B main. Top 8 qualifiers will go on to the feature later tonight. So here is the NAMARS Midget B main.
8 of these level transfers. I'm going to do one more lap around the extra flight half. Just mention the website. You can find that NAMARS all guys. Punch up ejflyways.com/NAMARS. If you're a computer literate, that's what you want to keep up for lessons. There as stories of the Speed Sport News, Mark Time, Mid-American. We appreciate those guys.
Again, 8 cars move on to tonight's feature event. Top 8 finish. field is set for tonight's 30 lap NAMARS Auto Guide.
Heat race number 2 now for the street stocks. It looks like Jimmy Romans and Bobby Stacy on the front row. Inside row number 2 is Bruce Holmes and the 33 of Leonard Jarvis. Gary Lamer, Don Holland in row number 3. Row number 4 will be, that looks like Mark Matthews in the 90 machine. See, there's Mark Matthews. Outside him looks like the 49 machine, and then there's one out back. That's the 97 of Mark Light. Green flag comes out. 49 machine is Bob Adkins. Bobby Stacy sideways, all the way sideways in turn 2, gets pulled back around, only loses a couple of spots and keeps going. Leonard Jarvis with a spin over there in turn 4. We'll keep an eye and see if he'll get it back going. Remember, no cautions at the street stocks, just a red flag. Leonard Jarvis gets it back going and no red flag. And your leader, car number 85, Jimmy Romans there. Bobby Stacy looks at the inside of Bruce Holmes. Holmes holding down that second position, so Bobby Stacy all the way back up to 3rd and battling for that second position after that near spin at the beginning of the race. So Bobby Stacy doing quite a good job in this heat race, as both of those cars continue to close on the 85 of Jimmy Romans. White flag, one more lap to go for your leader. Car number 85, Jimmy Romans. Bruce Holmes making a last lap ditch effort to try to take over the lead and to win this race. Bruce Holmes slips sideways, or slips out in turn 4, not sideways. At any rate, Jimmy Romans, your winner. For this heat race, it will be the 21 of Dan Brown on the front row, inside. Outside of him will be the 70 of Heavy Hill. 27, Dave Dysinger. 30, Rusty Mortimer. 84, Scott Barney. 46, Carl Katz. 77, Don Townsend Jr. 00, Ron Mangus. The 07 of John Morgan. And that's it. White flag has been shown. We should get green flag this time by the stripe. Heavy Hill not coming up to speed in the 70 machine. So Hill with a problem on the start. And that will be counted as a false start, with Heavy Hill having a problem on the start, not picking up the throttle. Okay, on the restart, a little bit better. Dan Brown still your leader. Heavy Hill now running second. Then comes the 27 of Dave Dysinger. Scott Vardy holding down the 4th position. Good battle right now for 5th. As Carl Katz and I can't quite tell who that is outside. You have Rusty Mortimer. Battle for that 5th spot. Heavy Hill gets underneath your leader, Dan Brown. They're side by side. Through turns 3 and 4. Heavy Hill, car number 70. Now your leader, Danny Brown, back to the 2nd position. Heavy Hill, still your leader. Good battle for 2nd between Danny Brown and now Brown spins. Dave Dysinger was the other car that Danny Brown was battling with. He spins and looks like he caught a little bit of that guardrail there over by the lake over there in turn 3, the big lake over there in turn 3. Daytona calls theirs Lake Lloyd. We can call that Lake Lloyd Jr. if we wanted to. Heavy Hill, still your leader, the 27 of Dave Dysinger. Running in 2nd. Danny Brown back going now, about to get lapped in the 21 machine. Dysinger looks to the high side of Hill, but Hill moves to the high side and forces him out. As he tries to get around Danny Brown, Brown pulls it into the infield, calling it a race. White flag, 1 more lap to go for your leader, car number 70, Heavy Hill. And your winner, car number 70, Heavy Hill, Dave Dysinger, almost spins. But gathers it back in, maintains that 2nd position. Once again, your winner, car number 70, Heavy Hill.
Heavy Hill within 2nd. Heat race victory in
First feature of the night will be the NAMARS Midgets as they line up in the traditional 4-abreast formation on the wave lap. People wave at the drivers wave back. 4-wide traditional pace lap for the NAMARS Midgets, kind of a tradition with the open wheelers. I'll be back in just a few moments after this feature for all the feature racing action from the NASCAR Winston Racing Series Sportsman, Super Late Models, and Street Stocks. Enjoy the NAMARS Midgets.
We're going to give them a 1 to go sign, and then we're going to turn them loose. 25 laps, 20 cars, $1,100. There's a middle Kennedy on the phone. There's a Perrysburg, Ohio. There's an Ohio fan. If you're a hometowner, he's on the front row.
Shares had to depend on his win in the last chance race to make it into
So your winner, car number 0, Jean Lee Gibson. Sarah McHugh brings home the second place. NAMARS Midgets always put on a fine show here.
I think we've done this before. There he is, gone out of the car. Jean Lee Gibson. Takes a few minutes to get out of these things. It's a little more stress. We've done it before.
Winston Racing Series Limited Sportsman. On the pole, car number 20 is Mike Brown and the 5 of Bob Gruball. 22 is Donald Parsons and the 2 of Don Gregory in row number 2. Row number 3 is the 08 of Randy Swart and the 25 of Jimmy Kidd. Car number 17 is Dave Ritchie Jr. and the 93 of Jamie Hunt in row number 4. Ray Muncie and the number 45 of John Strobel make up row number 5. Row number 6, Raleigh Hyder Jr. and I missed the other car there. John Matthews and Bubby Scott in row number 7. Row number 8, Mark Jordan and Jim Hersey. Car number 9, David Greeno and the 66, Paul Baker Jr. in row number 9. The row number 10, car number 6, Bill Wellman and the 35 of Tom Idle. Row number 11, 27 is Jim McCauley and the 97 of John Bruce. And back there by himself in row number 12 is the 51 of Sam Spadero. White flag has come out. We should get green flag this time by the stripe. NASCAR Winston Racing Series Limited Sportsman. And leading lap number 1 is the 20 of Mike Brown. Battle is for second. A whole bunch of cars battling back there for a second. Looks like the 5 of Bob Gruball there. The 22 of Bubba Parsons. The 2 of Don Gregory Jr. And the 08 of Randy Swart plus Dave Ritchie and Jimmy Kidd. We got a spin over in turn 4. That looks like David Greeno. Okay, 1 lap completed. This is how they'll restart. Mike Brown, Bobby Gruball, Donald Parsons, Don Gregory Jr., and Randy Swart. Holding down that second position, but here comes Don Gregory Jr. on the outside in the tube machine. Now Don Gregory with a slight advantage through the turns 1 and 2 area. Randy Swart also moving up on the high side, as is Dave Ritchie Jr. Swart now slips a little bit at turn 4. Donald Parsons Jr. right there in the 22. Randy Swart on the outside of the Dave Ritchie Jr. and Donald Parsons machines. Randy Swart, Donald Parsons side by side now. As we got a car spinning over in turn 2. Caution out for the 45 of John Strobel. Okay, restart. We got more than one lap, and I know that for sure. That's wrong. But Mike Brown, Bob Gruball, Don Gregory Jr., Donald Parsons, and Randy Sword. We got about 7 laps in, I think. 7 laps complete. Mike Brown now, still your leader, but here comes Don Gregory Jr. moving down the high side once again. And moving up on them, Mike Brown machine. Oh, and we got cars spinning down the front straightaway. Ray Muncie, Bubby Scott, Paul Baker Jr., and Tom Idle. And we see some damage to the Ray Muncie machine. Bubby Scott and Ray Muncie getting together. All right, with 5 laps complete, it's Mike Brown, Bob Gruball, Don Gregory Jr., Donald Parsons, and Randy Sword rounding out your top 5. White flag has come out. We should get a green flag next time by the stripe. Slow over in turn 1. Rob Martin looks like he has a tire broken or a wheel spindle broken or something. That car just flopping around. Wait till you see this car moving again. Look at that. So Rob Martin taking it to the pit. 6 laps now complete. Mike Brown, Bobby Gruball, Don Gregory Jr., Donald Parsons, Randy Sword. Side by side for that lead, Mike Brown, Don Gregory Jr. As Randy Sword, Jimmy Kidd, Dave Ritchie Jr., Donald Parsons, Jamie Hunt continue to battle back there just a little bit farther back to back, starting with about 4th position. Not much to say here. Mike Brown, oh, and Don Gregory with a little sachet down the back straightaway. That car a little loose. Mike Brown still your leader, barely. Don Gregory Jr. running in second, barely. And it's Bob Gruball, Randy Ford, and a whole bunch of other cars all running together in a tight little pack. As that little pack closes up on the leaders now. And we've got about an 8 or 9 car battle for the lead here. Oh, and we got a couple cars spinning. That's Mark Matthews in the 23 car. got that wrong again, didn't I? That's John Matthews. Okay, restart of lap 13. Mike Brown, Don Gregory, Bobby Gruball, Randy Swart, and Dave Ritchie Jr. rounding out your top 5. John Matthews in the 23 car. One of these years, I will remember that. Green flag comes back out. We are racing. Over the lead as Don Gregory tucked it in on the side there. Just as I started talking, Don Gregory moved to that high line once again. Bob Gruball holding down that 3rd position. Randy Sward running 4th. Dave Ritchie Jr. still running 5th, and just outside of the top 5 is Jim Kidd and Jamie Hunt. So we've got about a 7-car battle here for the lead. That's not too bad. Muncie pulls it off the track on the backstretch in the number 1 machine. Ray not having too good of a year so far, having kind of a checkered year, runs real good, but seems to get caught up in a lot of other people's stuff. The John Bruce machine, car number 97, spinning over at turn 1. Looks like we had another car spin to void. With 20 laps complete, this is how they'll restart. Mike Brown, Don Gregory Jr., Bob Gruball, Randy Swart, and Dave Ritchie. So nothing's much changed in the top 5.
Mike Brown looking for his first feature win here.
With 10 laps to go. 30 lap feature, 20 laps now complete. It's still Mike Brown, your leader, Don Gregory Jr. and Bob Gruball, 1, 2, and 3. Randy Sward looking to the high side of Gruball now, trying to get around for that 3rd place. Dave Ritchie right there in the 5th spot, trying to take over 4th from Randy Sward. Dave Ritchie and Randy Swart sideways through the turns 1 and 2 area. Both cars keep it going, however, but they lost a lot of time on that lead pack. Oh, and a car. Flames coming out of the 97 of John Bruce. Looks like the rear end exploding in that car. It's definitely not in the air conditioning compartment. The rear end going south in the 97 of John Bruce. And we can still see the flames underneath it as That thing exploded down the front straightaway.
Fire truck is off the spot. John Bruce, car 97.
On the restart with 5 laps to go, Mike Brown, Don Gregory Jr., Bob Grubal, Dave Ritchie, and Randy Sword. Good break, or lucky break for the Dave Ritchie and Randy Sword machines. They had dropped back a little bit, getting sideways over there in turns 1 and 2, and now they're right back up on the back bumper of Bob Grubal. Green flag comes back out, 5 more laps to go. Hunt taking a look to the high side of Randy Sword as Dave Ritchie looking to the high side of Bob Grubal. Dave Ritchie now moving to the high side of Bob Grubal through turns 1 and 2. They're side by side down the back straightaway. And it looks like Dave Ritchie's hood is blowing up a little bit on the one corner there. Some illegal ground effects there on the 17 machine, I'm sure. It looks like that hood might have lost a hood pin or something on that car. White flag, 1 lap to go for your leader, car number 20, Mike Brown. As he comes out of turn number 4, your winner, car number 20, Mike Brown, Don Gregory Jr., Dave Ritchie, Bob Grubal, and Randy Sword rounding out your top 5. Oh, and we got some things happening here on the finish of the race. Looks like a car spun, got hit over there in I'm not sure what happened. There was a lot going on there for a couple of moments. I don't know what happened. I missed all of it. No doubt, your winner, car number 20, Mike Brown. And I'm hearing his first feature win since 1994. Mike Brown, your winner.
And my crew and all my sponsors, but mainly my dad. First 15 laps, it seemed like the car was working quite the way you wanted, but the last half of the race came in and you were able to stay out and run away. Well, we just took a little bite out of it, and it seemed to get a little bit better, and I just kept moving. Hey, these things aren't easy. It's this year the sports of the hood. A lot of cars, a lot of competition. Hey, it's extra tough this year. I mean, except for this week, there's been like 10, 12 cars and 15. It's really getting to be competitive. Well, ladies and gentlemen, another new feature winner here is
And your lineup for the NASCAR Winston Racing Series Super Late Models. Mike Stacy on the pole. Outside of him, Jim Cruz on the 99. 86 is Skip Thornton, and the 94, Robbie Dean. Skip Thornton, last week's feature winner. Car number 92, Donnie Renner, and outside of him, tonight's fast qualifier, Bobby Bocook. Row number 4 is the 23 of Jerry Jones and the 18 of Tommy Simpson. And row number 5 is the 06 of Kevin Herron and the 97 of Mike Holland. Row number 6 is the 47 of Larry Harris and the 77 of Kenny Sword. And row number 7 is the 81 of Don Wetnall and the 0 of Don Zero Hill. Row number 8, 33, Don Fusco, and the 12 of Max Gribble Jr. And out back in row number 9, the 58 of Ken White and the 9 of Dan Eves. We saw Mike Simpson winning a feature event earlier tonight. Mike Simpson not making or in a heat race event, I should say. Mike Simpson not making the feature. Green flag comes out because of an incident in hot laps right before this feature race. Him and Dean Fusco getting together. Speaking of Fusco, he spins over there in turn 1 and 2, right in front of the camera. Bill Yo positioned over there in turn 2, running our second camera. And there was a quick shot of me up there in the tower. Complete restart, no laps complete. Mike Stacy, your leader. Car number 99, Jim Cruz running in second. Good battle for that third position between Skip Thornton and Robbie D. A couple cars getting together in the back of the pack. Looks like that was Donnie Renner, one of the cars involved in that. I'm not sure. No, Donnie Renner is up there at the front. It was one of the other red and white cars. Might have been Zero Hill. Mike Stacy now. About 15 car lengths on the second place car. 99 of Jim Cruz. Donnie Renner running to the high side of the Skip Thornton machine, trying to get around. We got a car spinning over in turn 2. That's Max Ribble in the 12 machine.
Ribble's back underway.
Okay, on the restart, it's Mike Stacy, Jim Cruz, Robbie Dean, Skip Thornton, and Donnie Renner. Mike Stacy, your leader. Jim Cruz, Robbie Dean, Skip Thornton, and Donnie Renner, your top 5. Robbie Dean looking for a way around the 99 of Jim Cruz, and Cruz trying to hold on to that second position. Jim Cruz down the back straightaway. Cruz and Dean side by side as Mike Stacy continues to run away with it with the lead. Now Dean trying to get around this Jim Cruz machine so he can set sights on the leader, car number 7, Mike Stacy. Still side by side for second. Cruz has it for the moment by half a car length. Robbie Dean continues to battle on the high side. inside, Robbie Dean on the outside. And now Robbie Dean takes over that second position. Jim Cruz falls back to third. Mike Stacy still holding down that lead. And there's a good idea of what the interval looks like. There's Stacy going through turns 3 and 4, coming into 1 and 2. That car really hooked up here tonight. Mike Stacy with about a straightaway length lead on your second place car. Robbie Dean, car number 94. Jim Cruz holding down that third position now. And still Skip Thornton and Donnie Renner in top 5. Just outside of the top 5, your fast qualifier tonight is the 2 car of Bobby Boca. Mike Stacy, your leader. Car number 94, Robbie Dean running in second. Mike Stacy now encountering flat traffic. That's looks like Kevin Herron and Tommy Simpson running side by side up there. Stacy needs to get around them as quickly as possible, or Robbie Dean could be right back up on his back bumper. Kevin Herron with some sheet metal loose on that car, flying in the wind there. Kevin Herron and Matt Gribble now moves to the high side of Dan Eaves and moves to the back bumper of the of Tommy Simpson. Still Mike Stacy, your leader, having some problems getting around the supposedly slower car of Tommy Simpson. But Simpson actually running quite fast. And Mike Stacy having a little bit of trouble getting around him. Back up there getting a little bit slick by now, I'm sure. High line not as good as it should be. And Mike Stacy just taking a lot of care. Doesn't want to mess up at this point, that's for sure, trying to get around a back marker. And Tommy Simpson maintaining his line, slightly a little wide in the corners, but he is maintaining his line and holding down to the inside, giving Mike Stacy the outside lane if he needs it. Excuse me, to get around. Little cough there. Sorry about that. Stacy running where Robbie Dean is. There he is. Mike Stacy finally disposing of the 18 and Tommy Simpson. Now looking to the high side, the 81 of Don Wetnall. Around Wetnall, easy enough, and Mike Stacy, car number 7, is still your leader. There's your third place car, Jimmy Cruz. The 2, Bobby Bocook now running in the 4th position. White flag, 1 lap to go for your leader, car number 7, Mike Stacy. Stacy now down the back stretch. As Bobby Bocook trying to use this last lap to get around Jim Cruz. Your winner is car number 7, Mike Stacy. Robbie Dean will come home second. I'm sorry. Looks like maybe Donnie Renner and a couple other cars moved up into the top 5. So I'm not sure about the top 5 now. I am sure about your winner. Car number 7, Mike Stacy.
Last week, was finished second. Tonight, he walks off with the big one. Your feature winner.
Unbuckles the safety harness, and he comes out of there.
Your winner, Mike Stacy.
And the sure comes out to celebrate as well. Tell you what, we're going to have to call you so long, Mike Stacy, or something the way you checked out of the field today.
Inside, row number 1 for the NASCAR Winston Racing Series Street Stocks. Dave McConaughey, car number 98. Tom Jones outside of him. The 97 of Mark Life and the 85 of Jimmy Roman. In row number 2. Row number 3 is the 83 of Bobby Stacy, the 88 of Bruce Holmes. In row number 4, the 33 of Leonard Jarvis and the 34 of Gary Lamer. Inside row number 5 is Don Holland. Outside of him, the 90 of Mark Matthews. Row number 6 is the 21 of Danny Brown and the 70 of Don Heavy Hill. Inside row number 7 is the 84 of Scott Varney. And outside of him, the 30 of Rusty Mortimer. Row number 8 is the 77 of Don Townsend Jr. and the 46 of Carl Katz. Inside row number 9 is the 07 of John Morgan and the 00 of Ron Mangus. Row number 10, the 22 of Bubba Parsons and the 6 of Bill Wellman. Inside row number 11 is the 51 of Lonnie Spires, 43 Mike Schweier outside of him, and all by himself in row number 12, car number 49, Bobby Atkins.
84 Scott Barney, 26 Carl Katz, 77 Don Townsend Jr. 00 Ron Mangus. 07 is John Morgan, car number 6 Bill Huntley, 22 Bubba Parsons, 43 Mike Schweier.
White flag will come out this time. We should get a green flag this time by the stripe for the Winston Racing Series Street Stocks.
Almost back over on the back train.
And we're racing. Slipping and sliding through turn number 1 and 2. Your leader is Dave McConaughey in the 98 machine, 97 Mark Life. We got a couple cars getting together. Oh, and over on its top is the 85 of Jimmy Romans. guess that's kind of what we call a Tommy tip over. It wasn't a real violent one. I suppose it's pretty violent to him inside. I see Jimmy Romans moving around. Here he is, climbing out. Jimmy Romans. And he did it. Touchdown. Oh, goodness. He's okay. And the car still has 4 tires on it. Probably not in too bad a shape. Should have no problem getting that car ready for next week. Of course, with the red flag coming out for the Jimmy's machine, he cannot restart this feature. Let's take a look at what happened on instant replay. Romans and Leonard Jarvis getting together, and Romans just goes over. It's like the car hooked there on the asphalt and just boom, right over. Let's take a look at it from the other camera. Yes, Leonard Jarvis and Jimmy Romans get together and they tangle. Oh, and also the Gary Labor machine up in the air, up on 2 wheels, up next to the wall. He had contact with the Leonard Jarvis car. We didn't see that on the other camera shot. All right, the white flag comes out. We should get a restart next time by the stripe.
Weather date is Sunday. We are canceled because of weather difficulties. Other date is Sunday. 4075 last Memorial Day game. Got a slow start. McConaughey taking it up slowly.
Green flag. Lap number 1, but Todd Jones battles on that high side out there in the 7 machine as the field goes by in turn 1 and 2. Senior leader Mark Life right there in the 97 machine. That sure is a pretty car. That number 97 of Mark Life. Mark Life comes back off the track right in front of the leaders in turn 2. Dear leaders, Heavy Hill running second is the 27 of Dave Dysinger. Bobby Stacy falls back to 3rd in the 83 machine. Now Dysinger looks to the high side of Heavy Hill. Can't do nothing about it down the front straightaway. Tries again through turns 1 and 2. the infield there, trying to find the fire in that car. Heavy Hill, still your leader. Dave Dysinger and Bobby Stacy round out your top three. Looks like it might be Mark Matthews in the 90 machine running in fourth. See Rusty Mortimer battling with Mike Schweier, Don Townsend Jr., and Ron Mangus. Looks like Lottie Spires also there in the 51 machine. Townsend Jr. slips a little bit in turns 3 and 4. Rusty Mortimer and Mike Schweier both get by. Back up front now, nothing's changed. It's still Heavy Hill, Dave Dysinger, Bobby Stacy. Over there, turn 1 and 2. I think it might have been Bobby Atkins' machine, but I'm not sure. As Dysinger looks to the high side of Heavy Hill once again. They're side by side down the back straightaway through turns 3 and 4. Dave Dysinger on the inside, Heavy Hill on. Dave Dysinger on the outside, Heavy Hill on the inside. Now Dysinger slips back just a little bit. Dave Dysinger looks to the high side once again of Heavy Hill down the front straightaway. Heavy Hill still your leader. Dave Dysinger holding down that second position. Bobby Stacy dropping back a little bit in the 83 machine in third now. White flag comes out for your leader, car number 70, Heavy Hill. Dave Dysinger making one last attempt to get around. He moves to the high side down the back straightaway. Dave Dysinger in car number 27. Looking to the high side of Heavy Hill in the 70 machine. And the winner will be car number 70, Heavy Hill. Well, I guess the old man still can do it. Your winner of the street stock event here tonight, car number 70, Don Heavy Hill.
Street stock, Heavy Hill.
And with that, I am just about done for the week. I'm Nate Pennington for my wife Kim, my partner Bill Yo. We will see you here next week, right here at Columbus Motor Speedway at the track.
Here at the Speedway.
wanted to get around to get the flag, get the victory lap. Everybody went home almost here.
That's all right. I don't care. The ones that are here must still like me, so that means a lot to me.
Hey, Dicey, you're the one that cut you any slack, wasn't it?
No, I seen Dave out there 4 or 5 times, and I tried to pick it up a little bit, but he raced me clean. Hey, I'd like to thank all my sponsors. They helped me a lot. Pat and Lee Morgan, Lee, my crew chief. A lot of you guys think a woman can't do it, but I want to tell you one thing. That woman does it all in this car from the time I get her to the time I leave. You know, I think Dave and Weston, all these guys, John Morgan, he runs out of gas, but he's all right. But I do appreciate it. Bob, he's helped me out a lot. Thank you, everybody.